We'll start there this morning. Alex Kantrowitz writes the Big Technology newsletter on Substack, also author of Always Day One, How the Tech Titans Plan to Stay on Top Forever. He joins us now, also a CNBC contributor. Alex, what's your take on the resurgence of this Apple automobile rumor and exactly how many regulatory hoops Apple would have to jump through in order to put a car on the road at scale?
Well, to me, it all comes down to culture. For a long time, Apple viewed this car similar to the iPhone. We'd build a beautiful design first and then kind of work the technology in backwards, but didn't quite work out as planned. I spoke with AI engineers on that project who said they had to bury the sensors inside the car because Apple thought they looked ugly, and that limited the amount of data that they were actually able to collect, hampering the progress of the project. I mean, this is something they've been working on for the better part of 5 years and have made almost no progress at all. And now we're looking at something that's, about 4 years out. So if Apple views this as an AI project instead of a design project, then they're in good shape. There are signs that they're actually doing that, which is why I think the news has emerged now. So again, it comes down to culture. View it as AI, not hardware, and you're in better shape than you were in the past if you're Apple.
What's interesting to me about this, too, in the context of this month, is this purchase that Peloton just made of a traditional exercise equipment maker for manufacturing capacity and I suppose also for tooling expertise. I mean, if Apple's really going to build a car, look at how cheap the automakers are compared to the tech companies. I mean, I wonder if it would make sense for them to pick one up, not because they want to sell Chevrolets, but hey, just because manufacturing capacity, some engineers, and the ability, a dealer network to roll something out quickly.
No doubt. I mean, they have the cash to do it. And Peloton that you mentioned just surpassed Ford in terms of market cap last week. So it sort of goes to show you the value of a car manufacturer right now is not very much. But for Apple, look, the thing is, I think that the manufacturing of the cars, the distribution, that's the easy part. The hard part with self-driving, which is what they're aiming at, is getting the AI technology working to the point that you can put these cars on the road and not have them hit and kill people. And I don't think Apple's at that point right now. So if they focus in that direction, they're going to be in better shape. And they have so much cash that figuring out distribution, figuring out manufacturing, that's really down the line. If they get to that point, that's a really great problem to have because it means they've solved the AI problem.
Alex, you say manufacturing cars is the easy part, but the reality is that Apple's never done this before, and you just said that Apple can be so focused on the design that that could sort of get in the way of the process. I'm wondering if it makes more sense for Apple to think about this as an operating system that it could deploy much more broadly than if it's actually making its own very beautiful, I'm sure very beautiful iCar, or whatever I would call it.
Yeah, I think that would be a great idea. And when I say the manufacturing would be the easy part, that just underscores how difficult the machine learning challenge is. To be able to get a car on the road that can see what's going on and make decisions on its own is extremely difficult. Google's been working on it for a while. Maybe they're making some progress there. But we haven't, seen their program go operational yet. We know Uber invested heavily in this, and it hasn't gone the way that it was hoping for. So, if Apple actually decides that its focus is going to be on the AI and the battery only and everything else gets outsourced, I think that's good because it means that they're letting go of that precious design focus that's held the project back in the past. It would be a positive step for the culture and for the direction of the company, and maybe give me hope that this thing could actually roll off the assembly line in 2024, as opposed to what I think now, which is that, it's something that might, increase their valuation a little bit, but I don't really see much chance of it actually becoming reality anytime on the time frame that they're putting forth.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.